Ethics. Most of you are probably familiar with this term, but what does it mean? Ethics are the rules we follow to decide what is right and what is wrong. So, in this class, we'll be asking ourselves, what is ethical in different situations? How do we decide what is right or wrong? We'll look at different ethical principles to do this. We'll use these ethical principles to analyze a situation and justify our decision about what to do. So, today we're going to use an example, the example from your homework, and look at it from two different ethical principles. We'll look at it from the principle of individual rights and the principle of common good. Let me repeat that. We're going to look at two principles. First, I'll just review the example. A woman is dying. She has $10,000 in the bank, but she has no family. The woman tells her friend to use her money to hold a very expensive funeral. She tells the friend to buy a lot of flowers and the most expensive coffin. However, the friend thinks this is a waste of money. The friend decides to use some of the money for a simple funeral and then give most of it to a school for homeless children. However, the friend lies to the woman and says he will use all the money to pay for the funeral. Now, is this lie ethical? Let's start with the principle of individual rights. The source of this principle is the writing of Immanuel Kant, the German philosopher of the 18th century. Kant had believed that our most important right as humans is our ability to think and make decisions. Unlike an animal, each person has the power to make choices and think about what we are doing. Animals cannot think and decide like people can. This ability to think is what makes us human. Therefore, to be ethical, you must think. Am I respecting the right of other people to think and make decisions? So that's how we can define the principle of individual rights, to respect other people's right to think and make decisions. So, what would Kant say about our example of the dying woman and her friend? Can we justify the lie under the principle of individual rights? Well, using this principle, the friend's lies are ethically wrong. Actually, any kind of lie is wrong because each person has the right to know the truth. Lying is wrong because when we lie, we take away the other person's ability to think and make decisions. So in our example, the friend is not respecting the dying woman's right to make decisions about her money. So, following the principle of individual rights, the lie is not ethical. It is wrong. Do you see that? Now let's look at the problem using another ethical principle, the principle of common good. Let's start by defining common good. The source of the principle of common good is the writings of Jeremy Bentham, who lived in England during the 17th and 18th centuries. Common good basically means choosing whatever is good for most people. This principle says that it is okay to hurt some people sometime, but only if the same action helps more people. So basically, the principle of common good means that to be ethical, we should choose the action that helps the most people and hurts the fewest people. I'll repeat that. The action that helps the most people and hurts the fewest people. Got that? Okay. So let's look at our example of the dying woman and her friend. What are the choices here? Well, the friend can tell the truth to the dying woman. He can tell her that he won't have the expensive funeral, that he'll give the money to the school. But then what? The dying woman may disagree. She may decide to pick someone else to organize the funeral, someone who will follow her wishes. and she'll get mad at her friend. So, from a common good viewpoint, this is not a good choice. The woman gets mad, the friend gets hurt, and the school doesn't get any money. On the other hand, if the friend lies, he helps more people than he hurts. Sure, the dying woman will not get her wish, but many children will be helped because they will get a better education. Also, you can say that the children with a better education will be better people, will earn more money in their jobs, and give more to society. So, following the principle of common good, the friend can justify the lie to the dying woman. One person will be hurt, but many people will be helped. So I've just explained the difference between the ethics of individual rights and the ethics of common good. Now let's look at some more examples and analyze the ethics of these new examples.